It is time for us to look at function composition in this video. And function composition is something that's very useful in F#, because not only can you create functions from scratch, like we've shown in previous videos, but you can also combine functions that you have already created to build upon those and create bigger, more complex functions that incorporates, functionalities from many subcomponents. In order to make that concrete, let's have a quick look at how we would implement this. So let's begin by creating just two very simple functions. So func1 of x, that would be just x plus 1. So we just add 1 to the original argument there. Then we create another function, function2. This will also be a parameter x, and we will simply say x times 2 here. So there we double the value. Okay. That we've all seen before in previous videos, but what's new is this new function that we can define. Let's name it comp for composition, and we will create this by writing the following. So func1, and then we use this special operator here, and func2. Now, what this means is we create a new function, composition. You can see from the signature given by F# here that it goes from an integer parameter to another integer. And the way we do this is we take our argument and we first apply function1 to that argument. The output of that we then feed into function2. So this is kind of like a piping operator. It's not the same as the pipe operator, but in essence there's a flow between these two. So we create a new function by combining these two functions to begin with. So in order to see what the output of this would be, let's define a result. So let result be equal to the composition function applied to some value, let's say 20. And for illustration, let's print whatever value we get here. So that would be, in this case, that would be an integer. So let's print result here. Okay, we save our script and let's run this and see what we get. So what we will do is we will take 20, first feed it into function1, that will add 1 to this value, which gives us 21, and then ultimately we will feed that into function2, which will double that, and we will take 21 times 2, so that should give us 42. And we can see in the output down here that we in fact get 42. One additional cool thing you can do is you can change the order of execution here. So we can do this, and that will also work. What this means is before we started with function1 and fed the result into function2, what this does instead is it will begin by applying function2 to our result, and then once that has been computed, we feed it into function1. So if we think about the evaluation in this case, if I rerun the script, we would start with 20, we will double that number to get 40, and then we should add 1, which should give us 41 as an output. So if we just let this finish in the terminal, we should get an output, and you can see that it's 41 down here. So that's function composition, how you can build more complex functionalities using small functions in your program.